she tired of little money, need a big boy. Pull a 20-inch plays like I'm little Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shawty mix-
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long weekend. Happy Halloween. It's trick or treat time, and the trick is playing awesome volleyball. The treat is you guys get to watch it here on the AVP America YouTube channel. You are watching women's finals. Kyles, why don't you walk us through what we've won, or what we're watching here today?
Thank you so much, Dave. We started with 34 teams. We are down to just 2. Both these teams coming from the contenders bracket, which proves the fact on these match play opportunities, you can play your way through regardless of a loss. Here they are competing for a $5,000 first place finish. We're moments away from first serve. Dave, bring us home.
Sounds good, guys. We'll see you guys here on the court in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Championship Court. We are here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida, the home of the 2021 Beach Open National Championship. We are here, 2 teams from the contenders round, vying for that $5,000 first place prize.
I was corrected on the court, and that correction. Kyle, I actually had a correction from Miss Sarah Schermerhorn that they have not lost at all in this tournament.
Oh, I apologize. Oh, I understand.
That's going to fall on a bounds. We've got 1-1 here on center court, and Sarah back at the service line. Schermerhorn, St. Pete native, back here to serve. Kloth with a great roll shot for the point. Skill shot, kill shot for Kloth.
I understand. I understand my mistake. I do apologize to all the fans at home for Corinne Quiggle and Sarah Schermerhorn. They are the lone undefeated team. Kloth and Nuss had to work their way through the challenge bracket to find themselves here. They were able to take down their opponent of Rodriguez and Simo, and now they find themselves here in the first place match.
Quiggle now serving 2-2. Here, Kristen Nuss now serving.
Nuss the serve goes short to Schermerhorn. Quiggle going behind Schermerhorn, trying to open up the court.
Oh,
ball's just wide.
And that's going to fall just out of bounds.
High to Schermerhorn, goes underneath the block of Kloth.
With a rifle and a kill right there. We're switching sides here on center court. 3 serving 4. Sarah now serving.
Nuss fights that off. It's going to cause Kloth to go high to the, or close to the net. Nuss's swing is picked up by Quiggle. Quiggle swing off the top of the net, out of the reach of Nuss.
Schermerhorn serving now. 4-4 all tied up.
Schermerhorn continues to serve. Nuss picks it up. Kloth brings her into the middle of the court, opens up the shot selection. Quiggle reads it. Schermerhorn tight off the soft roll over the top of Kloth.
Getting it over the top of the block. Soft shot down the line for the kill. Schermerhorn serving again.
Flat serve, handled by Kloth. Going behind. Good communication. Quiggle reads. Schermerhorn goes high, middle of the court, off 1 foot, dug by
Quiggle.
Nuss. Nice set. Nuss over the top of Schermerhorn to the floor.
Great swing there from Kristen Nuss for the kill. Kill by Kristen Nuss. Back to serve, Taryn Kloth.
Kloth back to serve. Nuss giving her blocking assignments.
Tied up 5 apiece here. Taryn Kloth with a jump serve coming. Top spin and an ace serve for Taryn Kloth. Ace serve for Taryn Kloth. And you mentioned the step close on the attack, and that's how she approached that serve. It was a step close, but she has such a great reach and contact point on that ball that she's able to do that super effective to get that topspin to drop.
Playing a little bit of the wind to her favor. Quiggle blocked by Kloth.
Block for point by Taryn Kloth.
Kloth able to get her hands across into the space of Quiggle. Even though I was wrong, David, it's important to note. So Schermerhorn and Quiggle do not have a loss, but if they do lose here, we're done. They take second place. Your team that worked their way from the contenders round, knocking off their previous winners, if you will, the previous team that had knocked them out into the contenders round is Kloth and Nuss.
Cross-court kill. 6-7 is Corinne Quiggle going back to serve.
Quiggle continues to serve.
I believe that's Corinne Quiggle at the service line. And she's reading the sign from Sarah Schermerhorn.
Going over on 2. Intercepted by Schermerhorn.
Schermerhorn, and we're switching sides, tied up at 7 apiece.
All tied up 7 apiece. The stat line looks so similar. 1 block apiece, 1 for Schermerhorn and 1 for Kloth. Quiggle continues to serve.
Quiggle checks the sign. Now, jump serve coming. Top spin going to Nuss.
Handled by Nuss. Kloth keeps her in the middle. Nuss over the top, deep to the corner. Just out, Dave.
Chris Nuss going just out of bounds. That'll bring up Quiggle to serve again. 8 serving 7 here. Quiggle serves again. Let's see who she's going to go after. Goes again to Nuss.
Great touch. Third contact goes
great
over.
Hustle.
The fake that gets Schermerhorn into the air. That allows Nuss to go over the top of the flaring block, if you will. She had to elevate, land, and then try to work her way over. Not able to get the block presence that she would have liked. At least the second kill for Nuss here in set number 1.
I thought I missed a call there. John King held up 2 fingers. I thought, oh, was it a double contact? No, he was indicating which server it was.
Good thing he's keeping track because I'm certainly not. I should probably write it down, and I'm so surprised that they do such a great job remembering. You'd think with only 2 people it'd be easy, but when you're competing the way you are, that's one last thing that you are not thinking about.
Sarah now heading back to the service line. 9 serving 8. And set number 1 here of the Women's Open Championship Finals.
Handled by Nuss over. Great dig by Schermerhorn. Unfortunately, that ball out of the reach of her partner.
The option take by Miss Taryn Kloth is a kill. Nuss now back to serve. Tied up at 9 apiece.
Nuss to serve. Great set. Schermerhorn going over the top.
Over the top of the block of Kloth for the kill. 10-9. Quiggle to serve.
Nuss handles it. Kloth going to the pin. Goes back to the deep corner away from the defender.
Kill for Kristen Nuss. Tying it up 10 apiece. We're switching in the next point. TK back to serve.
Close serve handled by Quiggle. Quiggle goes over the top, read by Nuss. Kloth tries to put Nuss on the net, and she does, able to avoid the outstretched arms of Schermerhorn. Nuss leading all attackers right now with 4 kills. At least 4 kills.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it from any common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me, it'll work for you.
Slippers, no shoes. say batchy for the cruise, bring bottles to the head. McKenna fully pumping. You got me surfing till my eyes all red. Oh, oh, fire in the sky. Oh,
Taryn Kloth back to serve here. 11.
Kloth at the service line. Utilizing that top spin, goes short and nicks the top of the net. Quiggle is able to pick it up. Schermerhorn puts her on the net. She's able to poke over the top. There was a first contact, so that ball has to go. Quiggle hands it, gets her feet there. Step closes. Intercepted by Kloth. Her second block of the contest. That's 2 for her. Schermerhorn still has 1, and they have the slight advantage. Kloth to serve again. Nice high toss, trying to really get some pace on it. Schermerhorn picks it up. She's going to be tight, hits the off-speed roll. Read by Nuss. Kloth with a great set. Off the hands of Quiggle, underneath the net, out of reach of her partner. 13-10.
Taryn Kloth again back to serve. She will be running up to block. 13 serving 10 here on center court in the first set of the Open Championship finals here. And that's going to find the net 11-13.
Able to earn 2 points there, Dave. That's essentially a positive 2-point or positive 3-point swing because they get the side out. That was 2 earned points and then a side out. So at least 2 points. That was her third serve that went into the net. That'll send back Corinne Quiggle to serve. Flat float handled by Nuss. TK able to go just outside the hand of Schermerhorn, outside the court as well. That's our second error here in set number 1 of the Women's Open Final. So Kloth and Nuss working their way through the contenders round. They were your original number 1 seed, having fallen. The second place seed is Schermerhorn and Quiggle. So it's probably no surprise that we see the number 1 and number 2 seed team competing here in championship, but it was not without a lot of effort because we saw Kloth and Nuss get knocked into the contenders round. They had to work their way through.
Wiggle down the line, gets the kill.
Great swing by Quiggle off. I didn't know if that went off the hand and then landed in or if it also hit the block. And unfortunately, there isn't 2-point plays, but a great look, especially because she's able to keep that ball on her attacking shoulder off the top. Coming over on 2 missed time, unfortunately.
We're switching sides here, all tied up, 14 apiece.
Both teams working hard here. Dave, you're probably feeling pretty good. We're all tied up. It's going to be a race to 7.
And honestly, it's been a seesaw battle. I mean, you saw a little bit of a lead put together by Nuss and Kloth. Oh, heartbreaker for Schermerhorn as that goes long and out of bounds. Serve is long for Schermerhorn.
Kloth will head back to the service line.
15-14 in set number 1.
So we started with 34 teams. We're down to 2. They were your original number 1 and 2 ranked teams. Though it may not have played out that way, they fell to Savvy Simo and Tony Rodriguez, where they had an opportunity to rematch in the semifinals. They were able to knock them off, Savvy Simo and her teammate Tony Rodriguez, tying for 3rd place, as well as Aurora Davis and Jessica Sakura. And here we are in the finals. Off the hands and out of bounds.
That's going to great block. That's going to fall out of bounds. Point for Nuss and Kloth.
Great effort. And that's one of the tough parts as a blocker is as the ball takes you towards the antenna, you start to really run out of space. And especially if you are getting your hands across the net, you sometimes become more of a target than a blocker. And you almost just want to be there and require your opponent to have to earn that point.
And again, another seesaw battle. Back and forth here. Great serves, great side outs. And we got Schermerhorn now in the driver's seat, seeing if she can string a few points together Wind's picking up. Let's see if she's going to go with the top spin or the float.
Hits the hybrid. Nuss able to handle it. Goes over. Schermerhorn's third kill here in set number 1. They have a 1-point advantage, 17-16. Right now, Nuss and Quiggle are your leading attackers from a kill perspective. Nuss with 6, Quiggle with 5. I have to imagine that comes a little bit from a game plan.
I'm wondering if they're trying to keep it away from the taller attacker to see if the contact point is going to be more diggable from the shorter attacker. The way these ladies are playing, it doesn't seem to matter because all 4 players on that court are hitting machines.
The kill from TK, Taryn Kloth, finding the sand, tying us up at 17 apiece. We are going to get a side switch after this next point. Great serve handle by Schermerhorn. Going behind. Off the hands to the deep corner away from Nuss.
18-17 after the kill by Schermerhorn. Just like that, we got a race here. We're nearly 4 points away or 3 points away from the set 1 being closed out.
You know, we mentioned moments ago how the leading attackers were Quiggle and Nuss, and the last 3 kills on both sides coming from Kloth and 2 from Schermerhorn. I feel like we put it out into the universe. We talked about mostly your kind of defender-oriented or defense-oriented partners. They're the leading attackers, and then the last 4 points coming from Taryn Kloth and Sarah Schermerhorn.
I would love to see a sky ball here. You don't really see the sky ball in the women's game as much as you do the men's. Am I wrong in that, Kyle?
I can play the net joust. Quiggle's able to come up with it. Hit that picked up by Kloth. Kloth is going to have a play at the net here. Into the cross court. Good read by Quiggle. She's able to stay there. Now she has to make a play. Touch by Kloth.
Schermerhorn out of the middle. Nobody up. Schermerhorn with the kill out of the middle.
I think that's a play that Kloth would like back. I think she would like to have put her hands in front of Schermerhorn.
19 serving 18.
Dave, we're going to take a look at that last play here. It does result favorably for Schermerhorn and Quiggle.
The spike ball replay, perfectly placed on the net cam.
And here we have it. She decides to pull off. I think she's thinking, I needed to stay there. I needed to put pressure on Schermerhorn. Great pass by Kloth.
Out of the middle.
Nice soft roll.
Out of the middle by Kloth for the kill.
Starting to really balance out the scoring here. Kloth and Nuss combining for a total of 10 kills. And Schermerhorn and Quiggle at least 10 kills. I do apologize. I may have missed a point or two early on in the contest. So if I am off, I do apologize for those of you keeping track at home. Schermerhorn going middle. Quiggle off the outside arm of Kloth.
Out of the middle for the kill. 20 serving 19.
And our first set point opportunity.
Quiggle serving for set point. Set point number 1.
Middle of the court. Nuss with the swing away from the defender. Finds the sand. Nuss leads all attackers right now with 7 kills. Quiggle with 6, Schermerhorn with 5, and then Kloth rounding out the scoring with 4. She heads back to the service line. She's the only person on the court at the moment registering an ace. Fought off by Quiggle. She's going to reverse the court. Goes to the cross. Doug goes over and out of bounds.
Great hustle. That's going to fall out of bounds. 21-20. Set point number 2. Schermerhorn to serve.
Dave, what's better than volleyball?
Not a whole happy heck of a lot. So you know what? You want to catch all the action you can, do so by following the AVP America website or check out the AVP America YouTube channel. And while you're there, click that subscribe button.
And also the answer is more volleyball. 21-21. That's going to bring about a side switch. Nuss back to the service line.
Kristen Nuss to serve.
Handled by Schermerhorn. She's in the middle. She's going to reverse the court here, trying to create an opportunity. Goes over on one.
Nuss with the tomahawk over on one.
Nuss able to utilize that in the previous matchup. We also saw Tim Baumgren utilize that towards the end in set number 3 of our previous men's match.
Yeah, you get 3 contacts aside, but if you can use one contact to put it where they're not, why not?
There are no asterisks in volleyball. All the points count for 1. Big swing by Schermerhorn to the cross court. She's feeling pretty good. She is not feeling the pressure right there. That was an opportunity that certainly could have come away with the set. They tie it up 22 apiece. Big fight. Kloth into Schermerhorn.
23-22.
Schermerhorn and Kloth, 2 blocks apiece. Great timing for Schermerhorn. A good opportunity. I think you as an attacker are feeling pretty good. If you choose the option, that time Schermerhorn was able to read it and find herself in front.
Great set. Nuss into the top of the block for the kill.
That ties us up again, 23 apiece.
Kloth going back to the service line now. 23 all here on center.
Feels a little bit like an indoor score. Picked up by Quiggle. Schermerhorn's going to keep Quiggle in front. Goes over the top, just out of the reach of Nuss.
Line, making it 24-23 here, and another set point. Schermerhorn in the driver's seat now.
I believe this might be set point opportunity number 3. High to the middle of the court. Kloth over the top, away from the defender in Quiggle.
Great roll shot there from Kloth. 24 all on center court.
Levels us up here. Kloth back to serve. We have a little bit of wind as a factor. She's been jump serving. Temperature is dropping here. You're getting that breeze off the ocean here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. Mixes up her serve selection. Schermerhorn to the outside. Goes over the top. Run down by Nuss. It's going to be tight. Nuss has to make a play.
Jones at the net. We're switching sides here. 25-24.
Well, I mentioned she had to make a play, and I think that's the play she wanted to make. Able to go up with one hand, going through the double block of Schermerhorn. And it didn't appear that there was any net violation. It didn't seem like they were having a conversation like, are you sure you didn't hit the net? Great volleyball, high-level IQ shot.
It's great court awareness there. Nuss taking a lot of forward momentum to get that joust and get that point. Kloth jump serve coming, going to Quiggle. Schermerhorn sets her out of the middle. Quiggle taking the line. 25-25.
Kloth thinking that ball might have been out of bounds. It was to the outside of her left arm. We're all tied up 25 apiece. Handled by Kloth, going overhead. Kloth uncontested, dug by Schermerhorn. Schermerhorn is on the net, intercepted by Kloth. Comes over on 2 and finds the sand.
Taking a quick set out of the middle. Quiggle with the kill.
Quiggle back to serve. Match point number 5. Handled by Nuss. Kloth has to run it down. Nuss is going to have a one-on-none, but it's picked up by Quiggle. Have an opportunity to contest. Goes over the top, but out of the reach of Nuss. That brings us to the end of set number 1, 27-25. Taken with Schermerhorn and Quiggle over Nuss and Kloth here in the Women's Open first place match, vying for that $5,000 first place prize. Let's take a look at that replay of set point.
Spike ball replay. That's a beautiful look there from the net cam.
Kloth feels like she's there, but goes over the top of that left arm, just out of the reach of Nuss. And that will bring us to a brief pause, and we'll be back with more action as set number 2 is moments away.
Be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Action underway here in set number 2. Dig by Schermerhorn. Schermerhorn off kilter, out of bounds. First point of set number 2 goes to Kloth and Nuss. Nuss back to... Schermerhorn with a nice angle back to her partner. Big swing down the line, finding that corner outside the hands of Kloth. Quiggle to serve, hitting the float. Catches Nuss a little high. Oh, just out of the reach of Quiggle, doing a fantastic job trying to get that second touch. Nuss registers her first kill here in set number 2. Her total is now at 11. Kloth with 6, Quiggle with 9, and Schermerhorn with 7. Service error gives the ball back to Quiggle and Schermerhorn. They tie it up at 2 apiece. Splits the pickle for the service ace. Sarah Schermerhorn registering her first ace of the contest. Only 2 total, 1 apiece between these 2 teams.
Security. I'm about 95% less getting this one.
Off the top of the net, picked up over is Quiggle. Dug by Quiggle, out of bounds.
Play. That's going to go out of bounds. We're switching sides here on center.
That brings about the first side switch. Kloth and Nuss for serving 3. Schermerhorn and Quiggle. Over the top. Oh, Nuss looked like she was there, coming off almost the elbow and out of reach of her partner.
4-4 all tied up. Quiggle back to serve. Quiggle, you know what? Earning a bunch of medals in her international play, I believe in Bulgaria and Cambodia. To gold in Bulgaria, silver in Cambodia.
Nuss looking for the outskirts of the Schermerhorn block, missing that, sending that ball outside the lines.
Quiggle back to serve now. We got 5-4 here on center.
Nuss with a nice angle now takes us to the far right side, opening up that cross court.
Sharp angle for Kristen Nuss.
That was such a small window she had to work with, but does so fantastically. Tries to angle that pass back as Kloth is coming toward the panning camera, the R2 camera. Kloth on the top of your screen, hitting that jump float. Schermerhorn fights that one off. She's going to step close into this one, going underneath the hands of Kloth.
Step close and kill. 6-5.
That's really, and this is not to say that nobody else is doing this really well, because they all are, but that's what it should look like when you feel like you're calm, you're cool, you're collected, you're moving very well. You're able to really explosively step close.
Mentally consistent as well as physically consistent.
Oh, great up by Nuss. Nuss over the top of Schermerhorn. She was kind of caught in no person's land.
What Nuss does, getting that ball, getting the up, and put it down for the kill. 6-6.
Great effort. Ball nicking the top of the tape. She's able to get that forearm underneath it. Kloth is able to get her on the net. Schermerhorn caught in that no person's land. Not sure if she should block or play defense. Goes over the top to the deep corner.
Schermerhorn
Repays the favor.
Quiggle serving again here. We got 7 serving 6.
Quiggle back to serve. They lead by 1. her mouth was saying and her body was not following. She's like, go, and she was able to only turn and kind of look at that. And that happens so much in the beach game. You're trying to cover as much court as you can. You're trying to think ahead of what your opponent might do, and then you're just trying to respond to the best of your ability.
Kloth now serving.
Schermerhorn going to hide to the line over the top of Kloth. Schermerhorn currently leading all attackers in set number 2, 5. Oh, I'm really glad you were paying attention, Dave. Quiggle registering her first kill. Thank you so much.
I like how you say that you were surprised I was paying attention, but not saying you're wrong. Schermerhorn now to serve here. Big high serve, and that's going to go out of bounds. Looks like she may have gotten a little bit underneath it, but that's going to bring up Kristen Nuss now serving. 8-8, tied up here on center court in set number 2 of the Women's Open Final here at the Beach National Championships.
Great rally.
Great hustle and rally. Kristen Nuss going back to serve.
Nuss going to hit that top spin serve. Oh, great look. To the left of Schermerhorn, but Schermerhorn handles it well.
Getting the kill on the outside. 9-9 here.
Now Schermerhorn's 5th kill. 11 total in the contest. Quiggle heads back to the service line. This is the 6th match for Schermerhorn and Quiggle. They are your winners brackets participants, if you will.
A serve for Corinne Quiggle.
Quiggle and Schermerhorn registering 2 aces between the two of them. Both coming here in set number 2. Only 1 ace for Kloth and Nuss at the moment. That one coming in set number 1.
If you're just joining us, I want to wish you all a very happy Halloween. You are watching Women's Open Finals here at the Beach National Championships in beautiful Clearwater Beach, Florida, and the Sand Key Resort here.
Great look by
Quiggle. Quiggle going back to serve again here, Kyle.
And that was Kloth with the look just to the far side of your screen. It's certainly open. I think she's thinking to herself, I can hit that shot. That's just maybe a little bit of my hand placement on the ball, and we'll see how they respond. Into the chop, picked up by Quiggle. It's going to put her tight. How does Kloth do it? They go one-handed joust. Kloth with no one, able to take advantage.
From Taryn Kloth.
A little similar.
And we have the sand timeout, or technical timeout here.
Just like that, Dave, we find ourselves here at the technical timeout. Nuss and Kloth trail by 10-11. We'll be right back after a brief message.
9-12, Kyle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Correction, 9-12. And we'll be right back with you for more action here in the first place match of the Women's Open Division.
Slippers, no shoes, Hibachi for the cruise, green bottles to the head, McKenna fully pumping. You got me surfing till my eyes all red. Oh, oh, fire in the sky. Oh, oh, give thanks for this life.
Welcome back to action. The technical timeout just ended. Quiggle to serve. They lead by 2. 12-9, but a quick side out by Nuss cuts that lead to 1.
Nuss gets the kill.
Correction, cuts the lead to 2.
Calling a double. He's just letting him know what server number it is. I almost made a mistake twice today, John. Kloth back in the service line now.
Kloth utilizing that jump float as opposed to the jump spin. Quiggle's attack is in the net.
Slow in the contact. Kloth back to serve again. We got 11-12 here on center court.
Cuts the lead to 1, 11-12. Got a little bit of wind at her back. Ball's contacted. This one has to go over. He's going to make Schermerhorn play it. Quiggle over on 2. Kloth is there, able to set her feet. Schermerhorn's there again. Going to keep Schermerhorn in front. She has the opportunity. Kloth is there.
Big block for point. Taryn Kloth.
Kloth doing a nice job registering her third block point. First here in set number 2. We're going to take a look at that replay brought to you by Spike Ball, the official replay provider. Tail end of close block for point. She continues to serve, has a wind at her back. Goes off the hands of Kloth and out of bounds. Schermerhorn leading all I apologize. She is second. Nuss leads all attackers at 15. Quiggle at 10, Schermerhorn at 12, and Kloth at 9.
For Schermerhorn.
Dave, that is the third service ace here in set number 2. Schermerhorn with 2, Quiggle with 1. Kloth has 1 to her name as well, but that came in the first set.
Whoever that smells amazing. I can smell that from here.
Schermerhorn is there. Kloth goes back to Nuss. Nuss over top, away from Quiggle, finding the sand. Standing float. That brings Nuss close. Goes just over the net, outside the hands of Kloth. One might say that was a diminishing return play, but she likes her returns on that one. Quiggle at the top of your screen. She'll be serving. Likely utilizing that jump float, probably going from corner to corner. Has a little bit of wind at her back. Kloth out of the middle. Oh, great read by Quiggle. Quiggle with an opportunity. Oh, the change up. Quiggle continues to serve. Great serve handle by Nuss. Kloth keeps Nuss in front. Nuss goes over the top. Good look by Quiggle, but not able to get there in time. Nuss adding to her total right now. She sits at 17. Quiggle shortly behind with 12. Schermerhorn also at 12, and then Kloth still sitting at 9. Top spin. Finds the net, unfortunately. Brings us to 17-14. Schermerhorn continues to serve. The sun breaking through the clouds right now, warming up the area just a little bit. Had previously dropped temperature-wise, a breeze off the ocean. Serve is out. More appropriately, the golf. Looking to be aggressive from the baseline. Opening up a different angle. Schermerhorn wide out of bounds. Brings us to 16-17, trailing by 1. Nuss and Kloth alike from this side, particularly going after that top spin serve, trying to play the win, which is going to cause that ball to fall potentially either at the end line or in front of the passer. Schermerhorn now with her 13th kill of the contest, 7 here. That's one more than she registered in set number 1. Quiggle to serve. Hitting the float. Going behind, trying to open up a different angle. Oh, Quiggle's there. Schermerhorn comes over on 2. Nuss is there. Kloth keeps her in the middle. Nuss away from Quiggle. Nuss with the kill. She now has 18 to her name here in this first place contest. The winner will take home $5,000 and the bragging rights for the 2021 Beach Open National Champions. The final tour stop of AVP Next Gold Tour in the 2021 schedule, presented by AVP America. Oh, Kloth is there. She now totals she now has the same total as she did in set number 1. 2 blocks in 1, 2 blocks in 2, and we're all tied up. 18 apiece. Now, set number 1, if you did not join us for set number 1, Schermerhorn and Quiggle took it 27-25 over Kloth and Nuss. Right now, we're all tied up 18 apiece. Now, it's crazy, David. I do have to remind you, we only played at 21, even though that first set may look like an indoor score. Kloth to serve. Schermerhorn mixing up her shot selection, able to go underneath.
Schermerhorn gets the kill. 19-18. I'm here for what you need, bro.
Schermerhorn to serve. They now have a 1-point advantage, 19-18. Hits a hybrid. Kloth has 1, goes over the top. That brings us to 19 apiece. Kloth now brings herself to 10 total kills.
19 all here. Kristen Nuss back at the service line here on center court, ladies and gentlemen. Great float serve going to Schermerhorn.
Float tries to push Schermerhorn off, but Quiggle able to get her on the net. Favorable positioning.
Schermerhorn with the kill.
Schermerhorn tallying now her 15th kill of the contest.
Quiggle now at the service line. It is set point number 1.
I believe this would be match point number 1, actually.
That's why I keep you around, Kyle.
But Nuss and Kloth able to stave off match point number 1. We are all tied up 20 apiece.
20 apiece here. We're in extra innings.
We certainly have the makings of a repeat of set number 1. Both these teams want that $5,000 prize. They want those bragging rights.
Terry Kloth now serving. That's right, Cal. First place takes $5,000. Second place takes $3,000. That's one heck of a payday, no matter how you slice and dice it.
Schermerhorn's 16th kill right now.
To 20. Match point number 2.
She has 2 blocks and 2 aces as well. Match point number 2. Schermerhorn to serve. Service error is going to tie us all up 21 apiece and bring about a side switch.
We're switching sides here on center court, tied up 21 all.
It does appear with the wind coming towards the servers, especially the servers that are on this right side, it does seem that the service errors seem to come when the servers are coming from the right as opposed to when they're left. They do have the wind in their face just a little bit. You can kind of tell with those banners, give you an indication the direction the wind is blowing.
Great set here. Schermerhorn using that block for the kill. Kill off the top of the block by Sarah Schermerhorn. Corinne Quiggle. Match point number 3. 22-21 here, Kyle. Float serve going to Nuss.
Handled by Nuss. Kloth keeps her low. She goes off the top, coming over. Oh, good idea. She tried to put an end to that. Unfortunately, not able to clear the net.
Just a touch low. Terry and Kloth back to serve, tied up at 22 apiece.
Kloth and Nuss alike utilizing that topspin serve from this direction. They have the wind in their face. They're looking for a favorable velocity that would allow that ball and
Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me, it'll work for you.
For the cruise, ring battles to the head. McKenna fully pumping. You got me surfing till my eyes all red. Oh, oh, fire in the sky. Oh, oh, give thanks for this life.
Just waking up in the morning and to be well. Quite honest with you, I ain't really sleep well.
Sarah Schermerhorn and Corinne Quiggle. What was that match like?
Yeah, you know, Taryn and Chris have been having a great year, and I think I've only been able to play them once, and it was a really fun, well-fought match on both ends, a lot of back and forth. And I think for us, it meant a lot as we're a new team, just to be able to like work through our game planning mid-match. You know, figuring out what we need to do and adjust quickly during the game.
Spot on. Yep.
With this tournament down here in Florida, it's been a long 2021 calendar season. What's next for you guys?
Yeah,
It's been a crazy year. We kind of went into the year not knowing like what we were gonna get. We got a couple AVPs. Fred and I both played a lot of FAVPs, not together. But we are going to Brazil in like a week and a half, and that'll be our first. This is our first tournament together. This will be our second tournament together, first international. We're really excited. It's gonna be in Itapema, Brazil.
We got some good competition there, and it'll be fun.
Yep.
My last question, would you like to say anything to any fans or loved ones at home?
Thanks so much for watching and supporting.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Coach Arthur. Thank you for preparing us for this and for everything.
Thank you so much. We're here in Clearwater, Florida. Please stay tuned for the men's open first place match. We'll be right with you. First serve is moments away.